Shapiro, The Signal. Define your amazing life. When God starts removing everything from your life, don't panic. Don't panic. The journey of through surrender, illusion, loss, look at it through the lens of divine recalibration. Have we considered your loss, your perceived loss, was an initiation, not a failure? Have we considered the loss you feel that you're experiencing was not a loss, but an initiation, not failure? Say it with me. I'm no longer afraid to lose what's false. Know that you didn't fail. It's part of your refinement. We think, we say, we pray, I want this. What is that for you? What is it for you? Define your amazing life. Do you even know what it is to begin with? I'm not talking about what you do on a day to day now to maintain the life you are experiencing today. What would your amazing life actually be if you could just choose and move forward? Because the reason that's a valid question, to understand what you may be experiencing as a loss, is really the work of the Most High, or whatever it is to you, the universe, your greater self, whatever it is, right? Work with the variable of your choosing. I'm speaking on the level of the grand equation. So once you define your amazing life, whatever you say source was for you, if it's big enough of a difference from where you're at today, the answer will most likely be you're not going to get there on your current trajectory. quite often you want to keep going in the same direction, right? That's that inertia thing. But what if the direction you need to go is so drastically different, it takes you to completely start over from scratch? Have you ever been doing something and you just mess it up so bad? Or you just realized you wanted something so much greater or so much better, and you realize that in order to do that, you would have to start over. Because then we have to ask the question, what if what you actually have right now is exactly what's slowing you down? What if what you're carrying isn't of any value in the on a journey that you must take to get to where you say you want to be? Would you cling to comfort? Would you cling to the familiar? Would you say, I've come this far, too far, to go any other way? Hmm? You want to start the business, but you say you don't have the fiat currency that it takes. You say you want to travel more, but you don't have the currency, you don't have the time. You say you want to help people, but you don't have the time today. So what if the Most High says, that's easy, let's start the day? See, Constellation knows this. Many of our satellites, if not all, have experienced at least one total loss. I think it's very interesting to have to start over. Can you do it? Can you go to somewhere you're not from and do anything on your own from no connections? The loss could be, has been for many of us in the constellation, liberation. If you said, right, because first of all, let's get this clear. Have you considered that all of your thoughts are prayers? If you accept that all your thoughts are prayers, and you have prayed that you want to do whatever your laundry list of things to do, whatever your bucket list may be comprised of. How could you not want to be a recipient of the Most High's response? How do people that feel disconnected from source, they'll pray for miracles, and be surprised by or in rejection of when it arrives. So Most High said, okay, that's easy. Let's start the day. And began to remove all of the perceived limitations from you. Takes the house, takes the car, takes the people around you, takes the comfort, the community, leaves you in isolation. Under the old programming, your own mother might have said, you failed. You ain't never gonna be shit. Normative social influence then comes behind the gaslighting mother and says, you need to make your mother proud. Right? In some way, shape, or form, you pick the variable it was in your life experience. And you began at that moment, if not earlier, to confuse pleasing others with fulfilling your own purpose. You mistaked acceptance for alignment. And in doing so, you keep returning to the same prison. It's a familiar trap for you. You go and you rebuild. You get the new car. You get the new place. You get the new or same type of friends. You're going through the same validation cycles. It's an illusion of progress. Mom says, you're doing great. But all you did was redecorate the old prison cell. The pattern repeats the longer you stay, the more you forget, until one trigger. Something someone said, a bill, the moment of frustration, whatever it is for you. And it reminds you, this isn't what I want. But do you have the willingness to act without guarantee? Do you want the type of clarity that can only be earned through surrender. You may not be wealthy yet, but you're in divine flow. With the constellation. When you're out of alignment, the question is, why me? Why do I have to pay? Why do I have to suffer? When in reality, the true cost of purpose isn't loss, it's clarity. Because when you're living in purpose, you don't ask, why me? Why I have to pay? You ask, what does it take? So you reach that threshold. You pray again. You start asking questions again. You have thoughts again. You want to go, this is not where you're supposed to be in life. Haunt you. And again, the Most High says, great. Let's start today. And everything, as you think you know it, falls apart. Again. You lose the job, the home, the car, the friends, the family. Here go your mother gaslighting you again. But this time you accept the path. You understand the loss as part of your initiation. Isolation is God's little God. Incubation. In the constellation, you're not the crowd. You don't want validation. You want a certain vibration. What's that vibe for you? The constellation membership is of a higher responsibility. When the Most High lights the way, you must trust the process. Why, if you feel you're connected with the Most High and you put in your requests, what makes people think that losing one job was to get another one? If the Most High tells you, I'm taking the job from you, if the Most High wanted you to just go get another job, that would have came to you. I mean, you know somebody that left their job to go to another job, right? See, because when the Most High says, you at this place now, but I've got this better place here for you, migrate. That's different than when the Most High says, you at this place now that you're not supposed to be a part of at all, that structure. I'm going to pull you from it. I'm going to give you no job. Behold, no job. Right? That's what he said for you. That's what he said for me before. And the others that has faced that with us. But why do people think the answer to losing a job is to get another one? That's building a temporary shelter out of sand on the beach. Category 4 approaching. That's not command. Don't invest in what you can't maintain. Can you maintain a job? If you're able to maintain a job, isn't that called ownership? So, in order to own the job, and build it properly in the quickest amount of time possible, the Most High, the universe, source, whatever it is for you, say you need to start over from no job so that you can own a job or jobs. How many people panicked? How many people panicked and decided to trade their divine path for temporary protection? How many of y'all right now got a business and got a job? The purpose of loss always taken not to punish you, but to give you the fiat currency, the energy, the clarity, the time to build you. Your business is a broadcast. You are not a follower of Pasha Pablo. You're not a follower of the constellation. You're not following the signal. You're a frequency. You're a frequency of the service to the collective. Balance is achieved through obedience. The choice is yours. Constellations, frequency, ground. Balance is achieved through you, regardless of who you obey, ego or purpose. Because truth is infinity. This is not a competition. I'm not here to convert you. I'm just the signal. Greatness wants greatness for you. The constellation is forming. Are you in? Not just in belief, but in action. If you resonated, if you connected with this video, the appreciation, the white paper, One Nation Under Design, is available now on Amazon. Get you a copy of it. Support, attune, become one, become of the constellation. I'm Pasha Pablo, the signal.